We'll hope you last longer than the last one.
She will. I assure you she will.
Welcome, Riley.
Thank you.
Okay, looks like we're live. Okay, welcome everyone to our commissioners meeting on this February 23rd, 2026. Please rise if you're able, and Commissioner Lenup will lead us in an invocation and the pledge.
Dear Lord, thank you for this February morning, albeit a little chilly here in Bartholomew County, but we will take it. A whole lot easier than maybe what the Northeast is battling this morning. We thank you that by the grace of you that we all live here in the United States of America, still one of the best places in the world to live. And we want to thank our first responders, our military, for making that possible. Be with us today as we consider and take action on items for the residents of Bartholomew County and for Bartholomew County government. And finally, Lord, thank you for all the blessings that you give us each and every day. In thy name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Carl.
You're welcome.
At this point, we have some bids to open today, so I'm going to go ahead and direct the attorney to open those bids, and we'll deal with those towards the end of the meeting. Approval of minutes. We have approval of minutes from February 9th and February 12th.
I'd make a motion to approve those minutes.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, those opposed, motion passes. We have the approval of claims.
I'll move to approve our claims.
And I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Those opposed, motion passes. We have 2 weeks of weekly reports, February 9th and February 16th. The week of February 9th, we had 20 new permits issued, a fee amount of $6,305, a value amount, eye-popping, $27,586,784. Lion's share of that is our new air traffic control tower going up out at Bacalar. So that'll be nice to see. And the week of February 16th is, we had 69 new permits issued, a fee amount of $6,564 with a value amount of $661,369. Majority of that are apartment electrical upgrades. That report is in the code enforcement office if anyone would like to take a look at that. Did anybody ever take us up on that?
I don't know.
It's there if you want it.
You mentioned, just kind of hit me. You called it Bacalar.
Yeah.
There will be a point where there'll be people sitting in this room that will have no idea that that was ever Bacalar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I probably shouldn't have called.
Kind
it.
of dates us.
Yeah. I still go to concerts at Deer Creek though, too.
Yeah.
Alrighty, next up, we have consideration of approval of an appointment for the Director of Community Corrections Program. Brad Barnes is here, as well as Jim Pridgeon. Good morning to you. You guys want to come up? Tell us what's going on today.
Well, good morning, and thank you for allowing us a couple moments here. Community corrections in Bartholomew County has existed since 1986, so this will be the 40th year of having the community corrections program in our county. Jim is our chair. He's been the chair the last couple terms, and we have had 5 directors of the community corrections department over the course of that 40 years. And our newest appointment would be Stacy Harry, who is also here with Kim Moss, the Assistant Chief Probation Officer.
Stacy, would you stand up, please? Welcome. Thank you, Stacy.
Thank you.
Jim?
No, the work that we do is very critical and important work, and I'm very pleased that to serve as chair of the organization. There are some legal actions that we must take today, and Brad will share that with you, that we will need your approval to make it official that Stacy will be our new team member over at Community Corrections.
Okay, it says the commissioners, as county executive, must approve the Community Corrections Advisory Board appointment of Stacy Harry as the director of the Community Corrections Program. The appointment authority falls to the advisory board. They
Yes,
select the director. Approval requirement, the appointment requires approval by the county executive. Removal for cause would also be by the majority vote of the advisory board, and that would also require the approval from the county executive. The board may establish personnel policies, procedures, and salary schedules for employees who are considered county employees. The role of the director. The director manages the daily operations of the Community Corrections Program based on the plan formulated by the board. The board monitors and evaluates the program's effectiveness, which informs their decision on the continued employment of the director. Do y'all have anything to add to any of that?
not at this time, we don't.
I would just point out that our previous director was Rob Gaskell.
Mhm.
Rob served as the most recent director prior to his death. And Stacy has a great program to
Yes.
take over, and much of that is due to Rob's efforts as not only the director, but the residential director prior to that of the Community Corrections Work Release Center. So we're I think in good hands with Stacy, and it's much to do to the previous work of other folks.
I was hoping you'd bring up Rob's name today.
Yes.
He certainly earned it.
Oh,
And
yes.
we miss him.
Tony, very unusual appointment. We make a lot of appointments, but this one, the way that it's designed is unusual in that you all make the choice and the appointment, but we have to approve it.
As the executive,
My question would be, and it's just food for thought, what would happen if the commissioners would not choose to appoint that person? I guess you would go back
I'd
and,
have to start over.
Be a long walk back to our building with Stacy.
right, it's kind of like the way the plan commission is set up a little bit. The plan commission hears an issue, makes a recommendation to the commissioners, and we've had this happen several times where we maybe wanted some changes or didn't totally agree,
Yeah.
and it goes back to the plan commission, and then it comes to us once again. So I guess that's how this would operate.
I guess my only comment is when Paul was here, and I don't know whether it was Paul or who, but, you know, Brad, if you were really, really successful, you put yourself out of business.
It's been my goal.
But so far, the human race has not allowed that to happen, have they? So anyway,
Well,
hence the necessity.
Why don't we go ahead and put Stacy out of the
Tony, I'll make a motion that we approve the appointment of a director for community corrections, Stacy Harry.
And I will second that motion.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Those opposed, motion passes. Congratulations, Stacy. Welcome.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Actually, I don't know if congratulations are in order, but welcome.
Thank you.
again, we'd like to thank you for your continued support of the advisory board and the council. Without your support and continued help throughout the year and throughout the day, all the work that Brad and the other members do would not be possible. Again, from one member, I'd say thank you.
Jim, thank you
Jim,
for
we're
your
always
Jim.
good to see you, Jim.
Same here.
effort.
But we're not any more successful at it than you are because you're still doing it. Next up, we have consideration of resolution number 2026-02, approving the sale of real estate for Columbus Regional Health. Katie Cordell is online. Is that true, Katie?
That is correct. Can everyone hear me?
Yeah, welcome, Katie. We can hear
Thank
you.
you.
Why don't you walk us through what's going on today?
Thank you. The Board of Trustees of Columbus Regional Hospital has determined that the property located at 2433 17th Street in Columbus is no longer necessary for hospital purposes and therefore would like it to be sold. Pursuant to the Indiana County Hospital Act, which for the record is Indiana Code 1622-317, we are required to obtain appraisal of the property by 3 disinterested owners of taxable real property in Bartholomew County, which we have completed. We are requesting approval of the sale by this honorable board. And then once the approval is received, we will publish a notice of the sale one time, at least 7 days before the date of the sale in the local newspaper. So therefore, we are respectfully requesting the board approve the sale of the property located at 2433 17th Street.
So, thank you for that, Katie.
Mhm.
So, the county executive, also has a responsibility to oversee this, issue with the hospital. A resolution has to be done for each individual property as it is sold. This resolution is 2026-02, 2433 17th Street.
I'd make a motion that we go ahead and act on this resolution and allow the hospital to sell this house.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Brad?
Yeah, two questions. Could the person from the hospital or anybody here provide some general information about what this property was used for? And is the sale final? Like, are there any like details of the sale itself?
Brad is not new anymore, but he's relatively new. And a few years ago, we went through a tranche of properties that the hospital owned and they sold in this manner. But I'll let Katie speak to the specifics.
Sure. Is my understanding that this is a residential house and it is being sold to some local people. It is being done as a conditional sales contract, so they will be making a deposit, and then within a 2-year period, they will be making 24 monthly installments, and then at the conclusion of that, the sale will be finalized. But according to the law, before we can even enter into this agreement, we need this board's approval.
So is there like an overall like price? I guess is what I'm asking.
It's publicly appraised.
Correct. It's been publicly appraised and it's public record, and the price is $175,000.
And I, Brad, the hospital, between the time 20 to 35 years ago, anytime a property would come up for sale in the adjacent neighborhood, the hospital would try and buy it. So at one point, I think the hospital had upwards of maybe 16 to 20 residences in the adjacent neighborhood. And over the years, their plans have changed. They've realized that the long-term future is not over there off of Haw Creek because of flood issues and limited real estate. So I think they've been liquidating those properties and getting them back as single-family residences. Is that fair? That is okay.
Absolutely 100% correct.
Yeah.
And we were using it during the pandemic to house traveling nurses and traveling doctors, but as we are no longer needing those services anymore, we're in the process of returning them back to the local residents.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anything else? We have a motion and a second. Are there any other items for discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed?
You make that
Motion passes.
I did. Carl did. Okay.
Katie, thank you very much.
Thank you all.
Next up, we have a consideration of an agreement with Larry Moore Construction for fairground storage building. Steve Rubel, you want to come forward?
Steve,
Rubel
I've
with
never
Strand.
quite gotten used to your new hat.
Is that
I guess it's not a new hat. I worked with you so long when you were at the city.
Absolutely.
And so every time I see you, I think of the city engineer.
And that-
Danny, don't you? Yeah,
I work with him a couple places, so.
yeah. So go ahead. Now that you have your Strand hat on, go ahead.
Absolutely. Thank you.
So at your December meeting, you all awarded the project to Larry Moore Construction, Inc. Since that time, we've been working with Larry to square away his bonds and insurance and get the contract documents set up. Thanks to Mr. Schoaf, want to say that he helped in that process quite a bit. So appreciate his help getting that squared away. And I think you have everything in place and we're ready to move forward with the contract. So appreciate.
So just to sort of back up for Riley's sake, the county needs storage space. There are many situations in which we need to maintain storage for up to 50 years, particularly in court evidence and things like that. And so we had been storing stuff in the courthouse, in the youth services center, in the highway garage, in the Elks building that no longer exists. That was our old court services building. And every department, almost every department, I would say, requires some sense of some storage area. So we also needed to find something that was fairly close to downtown. And so we identified part of the fairgrounds. And with the, even though the commissioners own the property at the fairgrounds.
The taxpayers.
Well, right. And so the fair board controls it. And so we reached out to the fair board and they graciously allowed us to amend our agreement to build this property out there. It will be secured, it will be environmentally controlled, and it will hopefully serve the purpose of storage for years and years and years to come. Fast forward, we come up with a plan and we send out bids and we don't get any. I know Steve was hoping I wouldn't have said that this morning. And then we found out that it was a bit too specific in the original request. And we amended our request and we got one bid by Larry Moore Construction, who the county has worked with on many occasions and has a tremendous history with. So we were comfortable with this company. And that gets us to this point today where we have a contract.
I'd make a motion. We go ahead and approve this contract and give Larry notice to proceed. And I think substantially works to be completed on or before July 1st of this year.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. I will add that the agreement amount is for $740,350 to be paid out of seated. Is that correct, Madam Administrator? Okay. And today is our approval of the contract. So we have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, motion passes. Steve, thank you for your patience through this process. And thanks for getting us to the, I won't say it's the finish line, this is the starting line.
Right.
All right?
No, I appreciate your patience for sure. We have the pre-construction conference scheduled for this afternoon with Larry. So we'll be kicking it off right away. Obviously, the time of year that we're in, probably not going to break ground tomorrow.
Yeah.
But we will, we'll sit down and talk about that and get his schedule and get the work going.
Okay. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Steve.
Welcome. Appreciate it. Next up, we have our IT Director, Scott Mays, a consideration of annual software maintenance renewals for information technology. Morning, Scott.
Morning.
Tell us what's going on here.
2 renewals for us this
Morning. The first I have is our Microsoft annual licensing. I guess this is the third of the third payment of this term agreement. And this agreement covers all of the Microsoft products that are used countywide, including our servers, desktops, mail systems, and all of those Microsoft products used by the county employees. The same price as last year. We've been able to maintain the usage to the same with no increase. So there's no additionals for what they call a true up, nothing like that. And so $156,138.02 to Microsoft. And this is resold by SHI and part of the Indiana State Information Office technology office, so that we get some discounts from being part of the statewide agreement like that.
I have to control myself from bragging about Scott a lot because Scott brings a lot of value to Bartholomew County government. And one of the things he does is he watches these licenses very, very closely. Every laptop you see, every computer you see in Bartholomew County government requires a Microsoft license. You can buy them in bulk, but if you don't use them, you still pay for them. And Scott watches that like a hawk. And I don't know if y'all remember when during the last presidential election that Doge came around. And Doge was one of the big things they did was they were going to go and save trillions of dollars. But one of the things they did find, until it went away, was lots and lots and lots of unused software licenses. And one federal department would have, 20,000 Microsoft licenses and they were using 7,000. And nobody was watching that. And that is big, as you
And
can
that
see,
was
big
Elon
money.
Musk, not Bill Gates that did that, right?
Well, Bill doesn't, it's interesting. He mentioned something called a true up, which if you get balanced billing on your gas, right, then at the end of the year, you pay any difference between that monthly true up. You do a true up like this too, to make sure that you're not using more licenses than you have. Interestingly enough, Microsoft doesn't tell you if you're not using all of your licenses. That's not part of their process. Funny how that works, isn't it, TA?
One way.
Anyway, we have a annual software agreement renewal with SHI for our Microsoft annual. The amount is $156,138.02.
Take a motion to approve that expenditure.
I'll second. We have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, motion passes. Scott, next.
All right, next, much
Less expensive, but just as important. We have a annual support and license agreement from Quorisoft. This software is used by all of our community corrections departments, youth service center, the court services, work release, and this is their case and records management software system. Requesting the annual renewal of that with Quorisoft for $5,658.60. And this is also budgeted in the IT budget.
Motion to approve that annual renewal.
And I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, motion passes. Scott, you got one more chance here. What's going on?
one more, last one, and
This one's just for Mr. Slate, who is on YouTube here. Joking there, but we've been working for a couple of years preparing for a big Microsoft Office and email system migration to their Microsoft 365 platform. This opens up a lot of tools, a lot of intercompatibilities, a lot of workflows for our county employees. We've spent the last 2 years working on solving lots of incompatibility problems and in preparations to get ready to even be able to consider doing this. So we're finally ready to get it done. And the last piece of this puzzle is probably the highest risk portion of the job, and is something that most IT people get to do once in their career. And so with that amount of risk and with the reliance of workflow and usage of the email, calendars, and data systems, I thought it would be important to find a specialist to help us through that last piece of this process. And we found a company, their name is EcoPath, and they are very experienced in doing these one-time in a career things and very experienced with Microsoft 365. They proposed to assist us with this and the full scope of the last pieces of work we need for $37,500. And we do have that budgeted as a planned project in the IT budget as well.
He's really underselling this. This is the type of thing that will keep Scott up at night. And there aren't a lot of things that do that. But we are about to turn off a switch and turn another one on. And there's any number of things that could go wrong.
Oh, there's
Those possibilities.
Yeah, yeah. Entire workflows could disappear. Poof. And so rightfully so, he wants an expert when we go through that. And he looked at multiple choices and found one that made the most sense for our system.
a lot of different approaches.
Approaches, different companies, they do this in a lot of different ways. It's interesting learning all the different ways that they have accomplished it. And, you know, some will take old infrastructure and try to patch it up and then try to connect it with new infrastructure. Others, such as EcoPath here, they have a very hands-off approach. So it leaves the current environment operating, and then they will lift the data that's needed and move it to the Microsoft 365 platform. And then there'll be a point of time there, once everything's verified it works, that it cuts. So a lot less intrusive and a lot fewer opportunities for failures and problems. So I thought their approach was solid.
Like a bypass instead of a transplant, right?
Exactly, yeah. It doesn't
We
mean
won't have any problems, but
Any questions on that issue? I'd make a motion that we approve that contract with EcoPath for $37,500.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Let's give that one to Commissioner Kleinhans. I think he got it in under the wire. Yeah, is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, motion passes.
Thank you.
Scott, thank you. Thank you for all you do. We really you keep us running. Next up, we have consideration of a resolution adopting a capital improvement plan for the utilization of economic development income tax funds, otherwise called CEDAT. It's a 2-year plan due by March 1st, can be amended at any time. I'm going to ask Commissioner Kleinhans to walk us briefly through this. This is one of those box checking exercises by the state.
Right. Tony, this is an important item. Tina and I have worked on this for many years, so I continue to do it with her. She does the majority of the work. But, and I might add that during our annual audit by the State Board of Tax Commissioners, this is always checked to make sure that we have our CEDAT plan in place, and we always do. Very similar to plans in the past, we have to break down and identify how we're going to spend the money that we receive through CEDAT, which is County Economic Development Income Tax. And we have about 10 items listed. There's a beginning balance of about $5 million that we account for. $1.5 million of that is used in our commissioner's budget to take care of county buildings, equipment replacement and equipment improvements. $110,000 is used for support of our local economic development corporation. $500,000 is used to service debt on our highway garage building. And I might add that we only, in Bartholomew County, we only have 2 outstanding debts. One of which is the addition on our county jail, which is soon to be retired.
I think within a year.
And then our county highway facility, which has another
About 7 years.
34, yeah. 8 years left, 9 years. So $500,000 is set aside to debt service. $1.3 million this next 2 years is set aside for an economic development project in the Northern Gateway area where we're improving a stoplight and Bear Lane for commercial purposes. Also, we have set aside $500,000 to go toward our county overlay project since we are short money this year and probably for years to come from the state of Indiana as they've kind of changed the rules of the game.
Although I will say our county council in their last meeting filled the gap temporarily and provided $1.5 million to replace it. So this year we'll do what we would normally do.
During calendar year 26, the sum of $150,000 will be used for some additional expenses that we anticipate at the fairgrounds property that the county owns. Any monies that are left over in our fund can be used for various projects throughout county government, including building improvements and road improvements. Commissioners, do you have any questions?
Okay. Oh, look at that. The media has a question. Brad?
Could I just get a copy of that?
Yes, you could.
Sure, absolutely. All right.
I'll make a motion, Mr. Chairman, that we approve our capital improvement plan for utilization of economic development income tax dollars for 2026 and 2027.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, motion passes. Thank you. Thank you for walking us through that.
You're welcome.
Okay, next up, we have our animal control monthly report. Commissioner Linnep has that.
I have the January 2026 animal control report from our Director Dean Satterfield. And no doubt, probably the weather in January helped us with the activity of animals on the loose. Everybody kind of hunkered down during the big snow. They did pick up 7 dogs in the month of January, which was a whole lot less than January of a year ago. The other significant item is continue to drive a lot of miles, 3,452 miles in the month of January. And our animal control also has a second full-time member in the department that we hope will help with the numbers. And I think it's just newsworthy to note that our animal control department continues to try to find the homes of these loose animals that they're getting calls on, and have been very, very successful at that. So Dean's report looks complete, and in order, I'd make a motion to approve that January 26th report.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? I'd like to give a little kudo to Dean and his department. 7 total animals in a month is very, very low. No cats, 7 dogs. One of those reasons for that, and Commissioner Linnep touched on it, is that on January 1st, our department went from having 1 full-time staff member and 2 part-time staff members to having 2 full-time staff members and 1 part-time staff member. And what that allows us to do is to take more time with that animal to try to find its owner. And that's exactly what Dean and his team are doing. And so in doing so, we're trying to save the county money because we signed a new contract with the Humane Society that could potentially cost a whole lot more. We're being charged by the animal we take out there versus a flat fee. So we're doing everything we can to find those animals' owners. And all the vans have chip readers now, and we're getting to know the owners and pets better. So hopefully that will minimize the number of animals we need to take to the shelter this year. We have a motion and a second. Hearing no other discussion, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, motion passes. Thank you, Commissioner Linnep. And next comes our Veterans Monthly Report from Commissioner Kleinhans.
Tony, I have that. Everything looks in order and looks pretty normal, except trips to our VA hospital went down because of the weather. We had 3 trips canceled. So we had 9 total for the month. And I couldn't help but think when I saw that, you know, some of our vets are on kidney dialysis and various things where they have to receive treatment. So I'm sure they made arrangements somehow to get that taken care of. The report seems in order. I'll move that we accept the Veterans Monthly Report for the month of January.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Aye, by the way, all opposed? Motion passes. We did have a call during the storm. Danny, come on up. We did have a call during the storm that a lady worked for the VA and she couldn't get out and to get to work. She had to get to the VA to help people that were coming. And we let Dwight know, and Dwight went and got her out and got her to work. So there was a lot of that kind of things going on in the storm. Morning, Danny.
Morning.
What do you have for us today?
The crew report, we're out patching with both the hot box and the Durapatcher. A lot of patching to do. We crack sealed in Armith Acres, 575 East, 735 North, 700 East, 1050 East, and 1100 East. We fixed a sinkhole on 675 West. We cut down a bank on 800 North that was blocking sight distance, and the property owner worked with us and allowed us to cut the bank back. So
A sinkhole on 675 West under one of our county roads.
Yeah.
So it's really not a sinkhole. It's just
Right,
pulling the aggregate out.
right,
Okay.
yeah, it's
If that were 675 East, I would say, yeah, probably a sinkhole.
right. Yeah, that's our karst area over
Yeah.
there, but
And I'm glad you're crack sealing at Armith Acres so you can keep that water, when the earth tilts, keep that water from pouring out of the
The
ground.
crack ceiling will do it?
take the pressure to water coming up.
Okay.
Yeah.
When we cleaned out a log jam in the ditch on 200 South near Burnsville, and then we picked up trash and cut up some trees in the right of way.
So we got Danny's January 26th crew report and his December 25 financial report.
Move to accept those into the minutes.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, motion passes. Danny, next up, you've got some proposals.
Yeah, I got some signed quotes. I got 4 signed quotes, signs and posts. The low one was $9,253.65 from Osborne. Let me read them all off.
Looks you had 4 proposals, $12,503.60 from Claim Incorporated in near Cincinnati. $10,859.04 from Michael Todd Industrial out of Omaha, Nebraska. $10,483.34 from Stello. We've done business with them before. $9,253.65 from Osborne Associates out of Logan, Ohio. Are you comfortable with the low bid?
Yes.
Yes.
I make a motion, we go ahead and award that proposal to Osborne Associates out of Logan, Ohio, $9,253.65.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion passes. Next one.
We've got some 2 quotes for spraying, herbicide spraying. And we have 2 quotes. One's for guardrail and the other one is just for right of way. So the guardrail, we got a low quote was from Dalton's at $9,863.70. The other quote was from Midwest Spraying from $13,555.
You're comfortable with the low bid?
Yes.
I'll move to approve that low quote from Dalton's, $9,863.70.
Second.
A motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? These are to be paid out of highway funds, right?
Yes. It's something we do every year.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, motion passes. Next up, Dan.
The roadside mowing, or not mowing, spraying, this just helps our mowers by keeping the weeds down and leaves the grass, but the Dalton's was at $38,700 and Midwest Spraying was $29,803.50.
Are you comfortable with the low bid?
Yeah.
I'd make a motion, we award that to Midwest Spraying out of Crawfordsville, $29,803.50.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, those opposed, motion passes.
Interesting enough, they just switched jobs from last year. Last year they
Switched?
opposite way.
Okay, all right. Okay, next up, we have a consideration of a contract with Midwest Landscape Industries for 2026 through 2028 roadside mowing program. Danny, I think we have some folks here from Midwest, don't we? Are y'all here from Midwest? I'm looking, you ma'am? No? Okay.
Sir, I am not. Thank you for
Okay,
asking.
all right, thank you. Okay. Okay, then you'll represent Midwest today.
All right, yeah, I mean, we awarded the contract last week or 2 weeks ago for $498,690.91. And this is just signing the agreement to,
Can you tell us how they intend to do it, Danny? Are they gonna do it with 2 mowers? Are they gonna do it with 10 mowers? Are they,
well, I've got a meeting with them tomorrow, so I can let you know next week. So
Okay.
I'll have a better idea.
expectations are high?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd make a motion, we go ahead and sign that agreement with Midwest Landscape Industries Incorporated, and the contract for those 3 years will be $498,690.91.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, those opposed, motion passes. Okay, thank you, Danny. And next we have proposals for 2026 or 2027 tandem truck with snow equipment. And I believe our attorney has those bids ready to go. Do you?
We do. We received 3 bids. I would note that the bids are for a tandem truck with snow equipment, so, Danny would need to review and make sure the snow equipment matches up. It's difficult to tell the document, but the Stoops Freightliner of Indianapolis, $294,941. McMahon Truck, Centers, Indiana and Indianapolis, which is a Volvo, is $306,310.00. The JX Peterbilt out of Indianapolis is $309,792.89.
Yeah, Tim, so I'd like to take those under advisement.
I'll move to take those under advisement.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye, those opposed, motion passes. Danny, thank you very much.
Thanks, Dan.
Okay, everyone, that ends our published agenda. Does anyone have anything to add? Again, we'd like to welcome Riley. Riley, what's your last name?
Gaunt.
Gaunt? Okay, welcome Riley Gaunt for the Republic. We're here every week, Riley. Hope to see you. Anyone else have anything to add? In that case, we are adjourned until next Monday. Thank you very